Also, a rate resolution is a serious issue associated with the waterfall life cycle, which was lacking of the early risk resolution. And as you know, risk is something like an unfavorable activity or an unfavorable event, normal meaning. Okay, so in the software field, okay, risk is defined as a probability of missing cost, schedule, feature, or quality goal. Okay, early in the life cycle, as the requirements were being specified, the actual risk exposure was highly unpredictable. Okay, and as the system was coded, some of the individual components risk got started becoming tangible. Okay, and the projects tended to have a protracted integration phase as major redesign initiatives were implemented. Okay, uh, this PPT I'll be sharing it to you today. Okay, so this should resolve the important risks, but not sacrificing the quality of the end product. Okay. So normally this late risk resolution is very important, and actually it must be early risk resolution. So means whatever risk you found it early, you can resolve it. Okay. So if you're finding in terms of late, then it is called as late risk resolution. Okay. Next one is requirements driven functional decomposition. So software development process has been requirements driven, and this approach depends on specifying the requirements completely and unambiguously before other development activities begin. It's completely okay. So specifications of requirements is a difficult and most important part of the software development process. Okay, and the equal treatment of all the requirements drains away substantial number of engineering hours from the driven requirements and wastes through effort on the paperwork associated with traceability, testability, logistic support, and so on. Means all the everything which has to be treated in the requirements phase is the complete part. Okay, and so all these efforts also paperwork also is associated with this waterfall model. Okay, so paperwork in the sense with the traceability, testability, and support. Okay, traceability in the sense schedule. Okay, how much percentage work or the percentage coding or design, how much is left. Okay, that is the thing. Next, in conventional approach, requirements were typically specified in a functional manner, which is built into the classical waterfall process, which was fundamental assumption that the software itself was decomposed into functions. Okay, and the requirements were then allocated to the resulting components. First, the functions were decomposed, okay, into some modules, and then it was integrated. Okay, fine. Next one, advisorial stakeholder relationships. Okay, so these stakeholders, I think we have already learned. Even the project managers, whoever are involved in the project directly or indirectly, are called as stakeholders. Okay, so here the conventional process tended to result in advisorial stakeholder relationships in large part because of the difficulties of requirement specification. As you know, this was a major problem in the waterfall model. Okay, and the exchange of information through paper documents that capture the engineering information in an ad hoc format. Okay, so the following sequence of events were typically for most the contractual software efforts. So the contractor, okay, prepared a draft contract, delivered a document that captured an internal artifact and delivered to the customer for approval. Some rough draft. Okay, then the customer was expected to provide the comments. The contractor incorporated these comments and submitted a final version of the approval for the approval. Okay, so this approach resulted in the customer contractor relationship degenerating into mutual distrust. This was the problem found. Okay, so making it difficult to achieve a balance among the requirements, schedules, and even cost. Okay, so next one, focus on documents and review meetings. So see how it led. Okay, so the conventional process focused on producing various documents with insufficient focus on producing tangible increments of the product themselves. Okay, so contractors here normally they produce the tons of paper by whatever like design is there. Okay, so they'll be designing it multiple times. Okay, for easy understanding, again they'll be creating some new thing. Okay, so to meet the milestones and demonstrate the process of the stakeholders. Okay, so this is a design review as shown in the figure. Okay, results of the conventional software project design reviews. So first one, apparent results and the real results. Okay. So in the first one, big briefing to the diverse audience. Okay. And here only a small percentage of the audience understands the software and briefings. Okay. So here, a second. Yes. Uh, Briefings and documents expose few of the important assets. Okay. Assets and risk of the complex software systems. Next, a design that appears to be a complaint. So normally, if you see the result, actual result, there is no tangible evidence of the compliance, and the compliance with ambiguous requirements is of little value. Next one, coverage of requirements typically hundreds. Okay, and here few tens are design drivers, and which are dealing with the all the requirements dilutes the focus of the critical drivers. Drivers in the sense the designers. Okay, so a design considered as innocent until proven guilty, common thing. So design is always guilty in the real result, and design flaws, any problems or bugs in design are exposed later in the life cycle. Okay, so this is the thing. So this is software management performance. This will be seeing tomorrow. Okay.